Don't do your resting old man face right now because we're on the air. Todd and Erin, morning stream, getpartdaily.com.
Hello, good morning. All right, this is going to be a banner morning because we are going to be talking about maggots.
No, we're not. We're not going to do this story.
Not like right now. We're going to work into it because you're probably eating.
Oh, spoiler. Ready? People who are recording, I won't do it yet. People are recording the Olympic stuff, okay? Something happened last night. I'm not going to ruin it for you.
You're not going to do spoiler, right?
So I'm going to give you 10 seconds, okay? I'm going to count you down.
Is this
3,
where
2,
you go
1.
la 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 la?
Do la 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 la.
Okay, I'll be the la 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 person. Tell me when.
No, because that's annoying. They need to do that.
I'll just mouth it then, okay?
Okay, ready? 3, 2, 1. Women's hockey won gold last night against Canada. It was like double overtime and a 6-goal shootout. It was great, and we won. Yay! And that's been a long time because the Canucks are really good. And done. There you go.
That's nice.
That's our sign. Because you know what? I hate it. You have to avoid everyone if you've ever done this before, and it's never worked. Because, you watch a football game and you don't watch it and you record it and go, I'm going to watch it when I get home after work. And some guy walks in and goes, hey, look at those Vikings win. And then you're like,
you just totally ruined my whole life.
My whole thing. I have no reason to live.
People suck.
I have no reason to live.
Morning Mountain Cam, good morning. It's brought to you by Brio Technologies. These are your experts in lighting, sound, and video.
Look at it.
It's a pastoral morning. It's beautiful.
I'm so sorry. We have to explain this.
We're the house of pestilence yet again.
We have to explain that we're usually not sick like this, but it's like I'm on my 3rd round of colds, not the flu, of colds. Erin is on her 2nd.
I don't have a cold.
What do you have?
I had pneumonia.
Oh, always trying to up me one. Oh, look at her. Which I had starting off 6 weeks ago. Then Zoe got a cold, and then gave it back to me, and our poor innocent Zachy,
sharing is caring. Yeah.
Who is sharing is caring. Our poor pure Zachy teenage boy, sitting there off on his own,
minding his business,
not getting sick,
trying to keep
and
away
you're
from
like,
all us.
You go, man, you go. And we took him to the doctor last night, and he's got 2 ear infections and pink eye.
So I basically told his pediatrician all of our ailments and miseries, and she goes, good times. That's great. So pretty much everyone I've talked to is in the same boat, though. Every one of you is healed from something, and then one of your other family members has, and then thus shared their pathogen with you. So essentially, I think this is how really our great nation is going to be broken. It will not be by the mighty zombie apocalypse, although I am secretly hoping for that one, or some insidious, smart bomb. No, it's really just going to be the cold and flu until we're all too weak and depleted to really care. We'll be like, yeah, go ahead.
It's going to be like being nibbled to death by ducks. Just one duck after another, till you finally just lay there and give up, and then you go away.
Even the duck thing.
Ducks are mean. You've been to the park and run out of bread. You know what I'm talking about. Utah students are going to be in Florida with the Florida protesters.
Well,
where is this?
This is like this is what's interesting about this. This is now a nationwide movement. I mean, they're really.
Oh, of course it is. I watched last night on CNN.
It's very inspiring, and there's good and bad things about this. But the Utah students, for instance, at West High, they were so overwhelmed by it that they started connecting with a lot of these students on social media and saying, how are you? Are you doing okay?
Oh, that's nice.
What's happening? Everybody's going to, what their goal is that every single high school is going to march on their capital in their state on the same day. And so we've already talked about the teacher walkout on the 14th, which I think is really inspiring. They're going a little further. They're going to do March 24th.
Okay.
So this is more of the student-led one. But it's pretty cool because basically if you can make it to the U.S. Capitol, they want to just basically crush them, I guess, in terms of attendance. If they can't, the 24th Capitol steps. One of the things that I'm finding disappointing, and we'll talk about this later, is that a lot of principals have already issued mandates that they will suspend them for 3 days if they walk out.
Take it.
Which to me is like, are you kidding?
Just makes it more important.
Well, see, the thing to me, though, is this is everything you should be proud of your kids.
Right.
They're actually paying attention to their government. They're actually paying attention to social change. They're actually trying to enact something positive. Isn't this everything you're supposed to be teaching them? I mean, traditionally daily, no, don't walk out of school. That would suck. That would be a bad plan.
The teachers are going to do it too, and they're giving everyone plenty of warning so you can make adjustments in your schedules. Oh, it's inconvenient for me to have to make adjustments.
Well, it's inconvenient for me to block your children with my body.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, last night on CNN, it was amazing, and Mark Rubio, I got to give him a thumbs up because he showed up.
And it was not a friendly crowd.
He knew what he was into. And the governor's a puss because the governor of the state of Florida did not show up.
Wait, what is he?
Never mind.
Richard, you're so immature. What are you, 6?
What's wrong with you?
That's making me laugh.
So anyway, good for him. The NRA person showed up. I mean, it was tough for everyone, but I have to fix your bangs.
What's wrong with them?
They're crazy ass.
I did them in the car in the dark, so I'm...
Yeah, there's going to be an issue here. It's not going to work.
Just keep talking.
Yeah, okay.
No, keep going. Go back.
Okay, I will.
Talking about the governor again.
No, the governor just, that's so irresponsible that he would not show up to a meeting about the shooting in Florida.
Oh, I see. Yeah, that's
See my point? You got a crazy bang hair.
That's great. That's nice that I'm actually worried about my bangs. We're talking about like children walking out of school
Well,
to protest.
it was distracting. And anyway, I just wanted to make that comment about CNN. Really uncomfortable, but really necessary. And I thought it was interesting.
Yeah, the kids asked Rubio point blank, "Are you going to stop taking?" Yeah. And he refused to say yes, which was kind of like did not give him any more sympathy. But I.
What is funny is they went back to the commentators on CNN and they all sat back in their chairs and went, "Well, that's the way you do it." Because they were so blatant.
Now this is what cracks me up because every nation has their own crisis.
British.
This is ours.
The British.
It's
London.
pretty severe.
Oh my
But
gosh.
you know what? There is a nationwide nightmare in Great
my
Britain
gosh.
right now that I don't feel we can overlook.
27 people have reported this incident to the police. 2,700. Because in the area, where's the number of places? 700 out of 870 stores in the UK have closed because the KFC chicken has not been delivered.
So basically, they picked the wrong supplier. The chicken supply just went.
We don't know if something happened.
And they can't cook chicken if they don't.
700 stores have closed. 700 stores.
That's insane.
People have been. People say, "Well, screw that," but they do it in a really cool English accent.
Because it's better.
And they get in their car and they go, "I'm going to drive 30 minutes. I'm going to drive 45 minutes," and then they get there and that store is closed too. And so online,
because once you embrace that you're going to plunge yourself into the 11 herbs and spices, you're ready. You're going to have it and you need it, and it's like no one's going to stop you. And then by the time you get to the store,
it's gone.
You've been denied. It's like
we started a bunch of social media posts about which stores had it, and they were swarmed because of the 11 herbs and spices that I crave fortnightly.
You know, you got to be honest. If you were ready to give into your binge and it was not there for you, I think I might call the police too. But mine would just be broken sobbing.
So the police.
Like, I wanted there's not, and I wanted the week. They have the.
And I want those. I want those potatoes that are. They aren't potatoes. They're minced in something. Plaster.
They look similar.
They taste good. 2,700 people have called the police.
So what is the police response to this concern?
Don't talk all us. We're not responsible for Kentucky Fried Chicken.
We feel super bad for you.
And stop it.
There you go. Now you know. It's yeah. Okay, this is kind of interesting. We've got a murder mystery. Not even like in the lighthearted way, but probably more in the slightly intense way. South Salt Lake Police. Now, they released surveillance photos yesterday of people that detectives are trying to contact. Now, this is not because they think they are involved in this murder, but you may remember the teenager, Alan Hernandez Lopez, who was shot and killed near 3100 South and 2nd East on February 13th. Well, they had people who were there on the scene just right before it happened.
Right.
Now, one of them, not the trophy, no, thank you. One of them is a man who was walking his dog. And there was another one that was a minivan with a driver and probably a passenger.
So that right there, that's the minivan.
If that is your minivan, or do we have a shot of the guy and the dog? Although I'm assuming if you walk around that area, you probably already.
Where is this? Where is this?
Once again, 3100 South and 2nd East.
On which day?
South of Salt Lake, and this is on February 13th.
Right.
And they don't have the time, which is frustrating.
Well,
it would have been helpful to know.
So anyway.
But yeah, if
that's a good shot.
If that's like your route, if you have someone you know who has a car who looks like that, or maybe you walk your dog, you know someone walks their dog in that neighborhood, they're really thinking you might have information that could change everything. So
not a suspect. You have information.
They made that very, very.
You might have saw something that whatever.
That could help.
All right, so do that.
That's kind of intense.
Salt Lake City Airport expanding.
I like this.
Never stops. Never stops. It's always getting bigger. I'm not sure where we stand. The international airports in the group there, how big we are, but we're getting bigger and bigger.
The silent monolith to the left.
You've been to airports, right? You go to airports and some of them have like incredible art and then things, 3D sculptures and stuff hanging from the thing, and you're like, this is really cool.
Inspiring, yeah.
In Seattle, is it Seattle?
Has Cinnabons. So there's that.
Has a seaplane
I know,
suspended.
I love that.
I forget which airport.
I think it's SeaTac, yeah.
And it's just awesome. Salt Lake City will not want to be left out on this, and they are looking to you, the artists of Utah, for your suggestions, your art, your personal original art to go up in the Salt Lake City airport.
Can you imagine how many millions of people would
Right?
see your work?
See, stuff like that.
I mean, so basically, yeah, they even have like kind of the measurements and everything of what they're looking for.
Yeah.
And if you want to go to saltlakepublicart.com, you can also find out some of the
Say it again
dimensions
slower.
there. saltlakepublicart.com.
Can you imagine?
Can you think of a mural or any kind of, I mean, there's all kinds of different installation ideas that you would have.
Little plaque in the bottom right with your name on it, and maybe the title of your artwork, and how great would that be? And they have if they pick you, they give you $7,000 for creativity to create the
creative materials. Yeah,
yeah, right.
That would be so. We know a bunch of burners though that could come up with something amazing.
I know, right?
Right,
And they
something
want
really industrial
culture, community, landscape, spirit of Salt Lake City, and then they're going to put them in the bathrooms. I kid you not. These are going in the restrooms.
They're in the restrooms?
They are in the restrooms.
They're not in the outside concourse area?
Go in the 24 restrooms. Right here.
Wait a minute. The large-scale art walls, or whimsy walls, are unique vinyl wall wraps that will be created from original artwork and placed throughout the airport's 24 restrooms. Are you kidding me? I thought this was like the coolest thing ever, that was like, it would be in the concourse and be...
It's going to be installed in restrooms that you can't even go into to see your own work, to take your mom in. You can't take your mom into the women's room and show her your art. Mom's going to go in there by herself because you're not allowed.
The art is intended
Your guy.
The art is intended to create immersive and engaging experiences for travelers. Mm-hmm. In the restroom.
Mm-hmm. And remember, when you do this, when you get ready to make your piece for the restrooms, you want to think about culture, community, landscapes, and the spirit of Salt Lake City. Is that hilarious? That's just hilarious.
I had not seen that part.
Yeah, I know. That was the hidden down here.
Of this information.
But that's still $7,000.
Yeah, but you know how expensive art can be. That probably wouldn't even cover it. And then they also get all creative and commercial rights to that art. They made that very clear.
Yes.
So like if they ever made it into postcards or something. In the restrooms. All of that was for the restrooms.
I got it.
I was so excited right up until that point, and now I'm like,
I'm sorry.
Why don't you just get some pictures of framed like flowers like everybody else does?
Why not have a large piece and have 132 toilet seats and decoupage, pictures of Zion and the mountains and skiing?
You know, that actually would be sort of awesome.
I know.
I would dig that.
$7,000 coming my way.
For the bathrooms. Yeah, yeah.
Let's get some information.
Wow. Okay, Daisy's brought to you by... Daisy's in the Gephardt Daily Newsroom, brought to you by Always Black Friday, 32.75% off every day. You can go to 12th Street in Ogden for unbelievable deals. Also by Denali Performance Medical Center. These are the masters of getting rid of those migraines, the chronic migraines or the chronic injuries of your joints, your back, your hip. These are the guys who can get rid of it and without opioids. And all Utah plumbing, heating, and air. Good time to check out your furnace and make sure everything's working so you can save hundreds of dollars in energy bills. Go to allutahplumbing.com. Daisy, my dear, what is going on today?
Thanks, Todd and Erin. Hello, everyone. Here's what's making news on Thursday, February 22nd on GepHardtDaily.com. Samuel Schaefer has pleaded guilty to reduced charges in connection with children who were the subject of an Amber Alert in December. 34-year-old Schaefer, the leader of what has been called a doomsday cult, pleaded guilty to felony counts of rape of a child and child abuse. His victim was an 8-year-old girl he had illegally claimed as his wife. Schaefer will be sentenced to 25 to life in prison for child rape and 1 to 15 years for child abuse. He faces additional charges in San Pete County. Police in Salt Lake City have positively identified remains found in November of a man they say was murdered in 2012. The victim was Jose Ignacio Valdez Guzman, who was also known as Nacho. 56-year-old Carlos Trevizo has been charged with the murder, which investigators say followed an argument between the two men. A third person witnessed the murder and helped police solve the case. And South Salt Lake police are looking for 2 people who were in the same area when a 16-year-old boy was fatally shot on February 13th. Police hope that a dog walker and a minivan driver caught on camera in the same neighborhood might have seen something that would provide a lead in the shooting death of Alan Hernandez Lopez. The teenager was in the area of 200 East and 3100 South, walking home from school when he was shot. He died 6 hours later in the hospital. And time now for your Wasatch Front forecast, brought to you by Brio Technologies, Utah's top audio-visual specialists. Northern Utah temperatures should rise above freezing today, with daytime highs remaining in the 30s through the rest of the week. So there's no immediate threat of needing to fit into your bathing suit. Go ahead and enjoy any remaining Valentine's candy. There's even a chance of snow on Thursday, so you'll probably burn off any extra calories shoveling snow. That's it for now. For more news and weather, go to GephartDaily.com. For now, Todd and Erin, back to you.
I got to tell you about All Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air. Thanks, Daisy. All Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air. They've got furnace deals going on. They've got different things. AC. I know it sounds weird, but they have a deal with a furnace and the AC put together. You're going to love them. 2-year guarantee on their work. All you have to do is give them a call at allutahplumbing.com.
All right, I can't believe this little girl.
What little girl?
She's 12 years old. Her name's Nadia Sparks.
Oh, is this one of the stories that makes me feel inadequate?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Okay.
She's already in high school, so we can tell she's a smart monkey. Okay, that part's pretty clear.
Smarter than me already.
Well, she's been bullied for quite a while because she spends every day on her 2-mile stretch to school. She walks a mile to school and then a mile home.
Yeah.
And she picks up trash. So she'll be the kid who comes to school dragging a full trash bag behind her and chucks it in the dumpster, and that goes. And people started to do, as you do in high school, oh my God, what is she doing?
Did you talk like that in high school?
Kind of a little bit, probably, yeah.
That's weird.
In any case, and then on the way home, she would take another bag and she would fill it up. She'd put it in her bicycle basket and then she'd pick everything up on the way home.
Just on her own.
So she's adorable. I mean, since she's begun her mission, she's filled up 2 massive recycling bins of trash.
Right.
So everyone started being nasty and calling her trash girl. And she said, yeah, she goes, I'm not going to stop doing the right thing because of them. And she said,
Look at her.
If they're going to call me trash girl, they can say it with respect. And she's so adorable. She says, I'm doing something to protect the world that they also live in. And she says, I'm not going to get upset about it. So once the news kind of got out, and thanks to the joy of Facebook and viral world, she became Team Trash Girl. Now this is adorable. People started reading comments saying, I just read your story. I think you're a strong and independent person. She said, not only are you making a stand for the planet, you're making a stand against bullies by showing them that whatever they think doesn't matter. So what's been happening now is they've started doing Team Trash Girls, and every one of the high schools in her state, she's in Massachusetts, has started a team, and now it's spread up and down the coast. And so
like a challenge?
Ideally, her goal is, she goes, at one point, she goes, it would be awesome to have Team Trash Girl in every high school in the United States of America.
They have T-shirts, because I'd wear one.
But what they're estimating, though, is that if they even had 5 people who did this at each high school who did a similar pattern to what she's doing, we would save 15 tons of trash and recyclables a year. 15 tons.
We just think about it, people who do their walking just like she does.
Yeah.
And just grab a bag and...
Frankly, I should be doing that anyway.
I'd use those gripper things.
Yeah.
Because they're fun. No, they are. Kids love it. Go pick up, tell Zoe, it's a mechanical arm, they're like this. And I told Zoe, I said, pick up your room. She's like, and I give her one of those. Boom. She's off and cleaning.
You actually are so much better than I am. I try to just do the authoritarian route and go, you'll do it because I told you to.
Nice, Mom.
And you're all smart.
Yeah.
And you go, hey, look, it's a trick.
Yeah.
Anyway, I'm very, very proud of you. So, and she said, this is my challenge to anyone who hears the story today.
Good stuff.
Please pick up 3 pieces of trash on your way home today.
Oh my gosh.
So you and I have to both do that.
All right. Very
3
good.
pieces each. That's the goal.
All right. And
I adore this girl.
I do too.
12 years old. Good for you, Nadia.
All right. So I got a message last night. One of our winners went to, I forget who it was, Christopher's Prime Steakhouse. And
that was probably Carly. Yeah, congratulations on you.
Oh my gosh, it was so good. She said it was awesome.
She sent many close-ups of the steak. We appreciated that so much.
That's right. I like that part, and I don't like her very much.
There was blue cheese on that one. Did you see that?
I saw that.
That was good.
Not my shot, but yeah, the ribeye. I think
that was totally blue.
We're just making myself hungry.
I'm all about the blue cheese. Okay, anyway, the important thing is this: Christopher's Prime Steakhouse is our way to say the big thank you. All you have to do to enter to win dinner for you and 3 of your friends is simply make a comment on Facebook. It cannot be more simple. If you're on the Gephardt Daily or Gephardt Approved Facebook page, just drop something. If you're part of our community and the conversation on the Todd and Erin Facebook page, and it doesn't matter what time of day you're watching this because it could be any time of the day. So just drop a comment and you're good.
Coming up, Daisy and Erin, I'm going to tell you where to go.
Oh, there's so many good things.
I meant in a weird way, but now it's a good thing.
I know when you say, oh, it's so provocative.
It's coming up next.
The Todd and Erin Morning Stream is brought to you by UtahCreditApproval.com. Bad things happen to good people, but you can get your credit back on track and get a reliable automobile by giving them a call. 801-404-7201. And also by Columbus Travel with spectacular deals on cruises and all-inclusive vacations. Go to ColumbusVacations.com. And All Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air, where they have a winter special that they can check out your furnace and make sure that it's operating efficiently, saving you hundreds of dollars in energy bills. Just go to AllUtahPlumbing.com. Did you know that you can catch the Todd and Erin Morning Stream on Facebook, YouTube, SoundCloud, and GephardtDaily.com any time of the day or night?
Yeah, hi, good morning. We're back. It's the Todd and Erin Morning Stream. The beloved Daisy is here, our British expatriate. And we're so glad you're alive. How are you?
I'm good. We were just talking about doing our hair, and I was just about to say, because Erin just said doing your hair in the car, in the dark, and I was going to say...
Steering with your knees on I-15.
For me, the concept of actually doing my hair is slightly foreign. Doing my hair for me is taking it out of the little braid it's been in overnight and brushing it vigorously for approximately a minute, and that, for me, is doing it.
Yeah, vanity, thy name is Daisy. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you're all about that. Although, you know, it is funny because you were an actress too, and you were like one of the least vain people I know. And I don't mean it unkindly, but most of the people I know in the acting profession have a certain level of attention to their appearance, like all the time, even when they're not working. Mm-hmm. And you're just like, I don't care.
I don't. I mean,
I've seen pictures of you with blood, you know, from Derby, and you're perfectly happy. Like,
yeah.
I've got blood on me, but...
Yeah, I think I'm probably the same as you in that I really feel like beauty comes from the inside, and I do feel like people should, you know, focus on what's inside, and you yourself should focus on what's inside too, because I think, well, it's a bit deep for all this time in the morning, but you know, for me, I'd much rather focus on my inner beauty than anything that's outside.
You already have inner beauty. You are totally a daisy. You just radiate. No, it's true though. I mean, the daisy is that flower that's always like the joyful, happy flower that you cannot smile when you can't not smile when you see a daisy. I'm sorry. You would have to be Satan.
Satan's like, I hate you, little daisy.
You make everybody happy. All right, so we got off track, but the point is we don't groom, and beauty should come from within. I think that
definitely
clears it up.
So just when you're driving down the freeway and like your hair's crazy, just be like, I have inner beauty. And then you come in, your hair's like, whoa!
like I'm gonna drag through a bush backwards, but inside
I'm so good. I'm so good.
That's so true. All right, let's talk about the weekend. There's some really cool stuff.
Yeah, loads going on.
For kids, and I'm taking Zoe and Zachy up to this because they're crazy about this. If you've never been to the new Tidewater Cove area, this is where they do the Pacific Northwest style, where they have like the seals and they have the otters and they have the polar bears.
At the zoo?
Yeah.
Okay.
I should have mentioned Hogle Zoo. That way.
I just wondered if it was the zoo or the aquarium.
Yeah, that's right. Utah's Hogle Zoo.
Yeah.
In any case, it's adorable. They're doing the polar bear whiteout this Saturday, and it's basically, it's pretty cool. $2 off regular admission if you don't have a membership. We do. Prices vary by age, but drag the kids in. If you wear white, you get $2 off regular admission. There's crafts and games. They have all this stuff about the polar bears and all this interactive stuff. But they're basically trying to show off Hope and Nora. They're doing a special polar bear demo.
Oh, what's a
At
polar bear
11 a.m.
demo? What do they do?
They're going to be doing things. There's going to be interacting. And I don't know if you've ever seen them, but Nora in particular is quite a show-off. She'll like wait at one side of the rock cluster, and when there was enough kids down there, she'll go whoosh, and she'll swoop down dramatically and like pose in the water, like ah, because it's so cool. Oh. And you cannot tell me, because I mean she does. It's very dramatic. She's like, I know you're watching. Mm-hmm. It's adorable. And I asked a trainer once. I said, "Do you guys?" And she goes, "No, we don't train them to do tricks like that.
No,
we don't."
this is all
That's
her.
her.
Oh
Isn't that
my
cute?
gosh, how fun!
So Utah's Huggle Zoo this Saturday, 10
and the
a.m. to
demo
1.
is 11. Did you say?
The demonstration's at 11, and the event goes 10 to 1.
Oh, that's awesome! I haven't been to the zoo for a minute as well, so it's always
You
fun
should come
to
with
do
us.
that.
You
are
should
you
come
gonna
with us.
Are you gonna go?
Oh, we have
Saturday morning,
Yes,
right?
yeah.
Yeah, I can do that. That'd be
We
so
got a big
fun.
pass. You have to come with us. It'd be fun.
Oh, that sounds awesome. Does
All right.
Zachy like polar bears?
You know, he's the otter guy.
Oh, he's the oddie guy.
Yeah, he's totally the otter guy. McLean was the stingray guy. They used to ooze up next to him really invitingly along the tank like this. And they would splash me, but they would let him touch them and run their hands. There's something, one of the trainers this was at the aquarium, told me that we all have an electrostatic field, basically, for the lack of a better word. And their theory was that for some reason the stingrays were attracted to whatever frequency McLean was at. Because they would constantly.
Really?
And the other kids would get mad because they'd start. And I'd be like, "I'm sorry, my child has just ruined your touch tank experience." But
And he probably loved that,
he
didn't
loved
he?
the stingrays.
Oh, darling,
He
that's
loved
so
them so much.
sweet.
All right, if you come this Saturday, I'll get you cotton candy. All right?
Oh, I'd love it.
Okay.
You can get cotton candy at the zoo.
Of course you can. What kind of savage would not get cotton candy at the zoo?
Too true. Satan.
Right? See,
Satan
we're back at it
hates
again.
daisies, and he doesn't get cotton candy at the zoo.
Precisely.
That's the thing.
Exactly. All right, now it's your turn. We did this kind of spiral, don't we?
We so do. We so do. 2 hours
Richard's in the
later,
corner rolling his eyes going, "Yeah."
and Todd's like on to Harmon's or something. You know, he's just not even there.
Okay, what do you have, Daisy?
I'm super excited for this. So this is tonight.
Tonight, Thursday night?
Tonight, Thursday night at Broovies. I've never been to something like this, but I was talking to Todd about it, and he said that this is kind of a thing.
Tell me.
Because he was telling me about Mystery Theatre. It's a film roast of the movie Twilight.
That is so awesome.
Isn't that brilliant?
Explain more.
So it's at 10 o'clock at Broovies. I'm pretty sure everyone's been to Broovies, but if you haven't, you can go. You can get beer. You can get food.
Right off 6 South off-ramp on I-15.
Yeah, exactly.
Huge parking lot, very easy.
So 10 o'clock, it's $10, and you go and you watch the movie, which, as we all know, is spectacularly terrible. And then there's 4 comedians. I think they might be married couples. And they do commentary during the movie.
That is awesome.
And Todd pointed out there's quite a lot of kind of loaded, truculent silences during Twilight. And
Yes,
so
there
you're
are.
going to have these nattering roasters, you know?
So it's like Mystery Science 2000.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And all the meaningful close-ups of Edward with his pale skin.
And
That's
Bella
gonna be so
and
good.
Kristen Stewart making the same face.
Always that.
Always.
Face, yeah.
And
the face.
I contacted the people that are putting it on, and they say I can give away 2 pairs of tickets.
I love you. See, you always have the best stuff.
Yeah, so it's a bit short notice because it is tonight, but you know, I mean, if you can go, just give us a shout on our Facebook page, like, comment, share, and we'll pick 2 people, and we'll try and pick them as soon as possible so you can maybe make plans.
You want to
for
do
the
it by
night.
noon? Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
That is so evil. Oh
and-
my gosh.
And I guess it is a 21 and older event, so bring your ID so you can, if you wish to have a
Anne
beer
said
or
that she would
whatever.
actually give blood to win these tickets.
Anne?
Yeah, Anne said she would give blood to
awesome.
win the
Okay.
tickets. She understands the
Okay.
whole theme already, I can tell.
Yeah, give us a really bad pun, your best Twilight pun, and then we'll pick the best. And
That's
and
funny.
so that's awesome.
I've never
Awesome.
heard of that, but that
I
is
know.
hysterical.
Doesn't that sound great?
Are you kidding?
And then, so the other thing I'm just going to quickly throw in for the free stuff to do, my darling hubby has a gig tomorrow night.
What's the name of Jay's band again?
Jay's band's name is The Vitals, and you guys should come to this.
I know, we haven't done this for so long, we want to. What do the Vitals play?
Yeah, so it's a family band with his cousin, his godfather, and then a very good family friend. They play some country, so they play everything from Chris Stapleton to Oasis to some original music.
Eclectic.
Some Beatles, Steve Earle. They're really good.
That sounds so fun.
And the best part is it's tomorrow night. It's at Pat's Barbecue, which we've talked about before. Super good.
There's really nothing that can go wrong with barbecue sauce. Nothing.
No, I don't think there is. Really.
Once you install that issue, that particular staple, everything else is perfect.
Yeah. And it's 7 till 9, so a nice early time. Pop down after work tomorrow night, and come. I'll definitely be there. So come hang with me.
You're the best wifey.
Well, he's very rock and roll, and I love watching him.
There is something about it.
Little
Guy
bit
playing the
something
guitar.
about it, right?
Yeah.
And it's free.
That's so fun.
And then the other thing, I have a feeling we might have talked about this last year, because I think I had some questions. Utah State chariot races.
I don't recall it, but that sounds awesome.
Yeah. So it's free for 12 and under, and then $6 for adults. So practically free. But I mean, look at that. Look at those perky
We're
horses.
talking for like actual,
It looks muddy and like dramatic. Look at that man. He's got like a fishing rod.
No, you're so sweet. Oh, I love you. Yeah, that's what it is, kid. That is so cool.
So this is Saturday and Sunday 1 to 5.
And where's it at?
It's Golden Spike Event Center in Ogden, which I've certainly never been to. But this also satisfies the talking about things that are up north or down south.
I know. There's every now and then you guys are like, what are you doing in Utah County? Or like Davis, and it's like we try to spread because we get it. You don't want to have to drive 50,000 miles.
So
that's awesome.
So the fastest athletes from around the state are harnessed in teams of 2 and pull a chariot for 440 yards while competing head-to-head against other teams. Races start at 1 each day. 440 yards is quite a long way in a freaking chariot.
And if I'm guessing that remembering the Golden Spike, I mean, you could go dirt floor, you could go mud. There's a lot of things you could do.
Oh, really? Have you been there?
Yeah. And so my brain flashes back to Ben-Hur now, like where I'd want the spikes on my side and my wheels, take out somebody else.
Yeah.
They probably frown on that though.
Yeah, but that would be cool, wouldn't it?
Come on, it's a chariot. There's nothing. It's gonna be cool.
And also like $6, and then kids 12 and under free. Like,
yeah, right.
That just sounds awesome. It's not outside though, is it?
No.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, February in Ogden would not be a good outside event.
No, but
cool.
Yeah, so 1 to 5 Saturday and Sunday. So I mean, run up there, take your family, watch some chariot racing. There's probably snacks and stuff like that. Doesn't that sound fun?
Snacks.
Yeah. So kind of a another fun-packed weekend.
I really think this is going to be epic. I do like that. I think that people have gone all out, especially in winter now, to try to find stuff to do because summer it's easy. You and I don't even have to dig, but in winter people are trying to really push out like. Get out of the house, we'll still do things, don't be an introvert.
Yeah.
So.
And I don't know about you, but this week has felt long and a bit stressful because of the snow driving and just, it's
everyone
like...
getting in a crash and hitting a UHP car.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It might be nice to go and kind of treat yourself and do some fun things this weekend,
Let's do that. That'll be good. All right, so thank you so much. And once again, if you want Daisy's epic Twilight roast, this is for tonight at Broovies, 10 o'clock?
Yeah, 10 o'clock.
Then just comment, and share on Facebook, and some of the comments are already epic.
Are they funny?
Apparently, even the fans of Twilight want to see this. All right, coming up, we've got to be back because we've got some really cool Hollywood gossip. A Walking Dead spoiler, which is killing me right now slowly inside because Walking Dead is like my spirit animal. So
is it?
This is going to be really good. We'll be right back.
The Todd and Erin Morning Stream is brought to you by Fink and McGregor, Mortgages Made Simple. If you go to fink-mcgregor.com, you'll find out that you can get a mortgage with a credit score as low as 600. Fink and McGregor, also by the Vein Clinic. If you go to theveinclinic.com, you can schedule an appointment and find out some amazing options for pain-free removal of varicose veins and spider veins. Your legs can look great again with the Vein Clinic. And also by Black Diamond Experts. They're experts in electric, plumbing, heating. The Todd and Erin Morning Stream is brought to you by Fink and McGregor, Mortgages Made Simple. If you go to fink-mcgregor.com, you'll find out that you can get a mortgage with a credit score as low as 600. Fink and McGregor, also by the Vein Clinic. If you go to theveinclinic.com, you can schedule an appointment and find out some amazing options for pain-free removal of varicose veins and spider veins. Your legs can look great again with the Vein Clinic. And also by Black Diamond Experts. They're experts in electric, plumbing, heating, and air. They also have a brand new store up in Ogden now. If you'd like to reach them, you can go to blackdiamondexperts.com.
At Always Black Friday, we love a good deal. We buy new and used products at a discount so we can pass on the savings to you. And we're Gephardt approved. From electronics to clothing to appliances. If you want it, we have it at discount prices. Visit our eBay store or come to our warehouse at 865 West 12th Street in Ogden. Always Black Friday, where you can find Black Friday deals all year round.
Happy Black Friday!
Did you know you can buy a house with a 600 credit score?
Really?
We have lenders, we have programs, stuff that's come up in the last couple of years. 600.
Wouldn't you have to have like 50% down or something though?
Nope. 3.5%.
Where would you start the process on this?
Well, Fink and McGregor has a website, 4minutemortgage.com. Just go there, fill it out, up and running.
How long until you get back to us?
1 business day. Whole thing takes about a month, start to finish.
Where do you get the down though if you're broke?
It can be a gift from family, relative, significant other, even your work.
Gift, huh?
Yeah.
You know what that makes me wish?
What?
Makes me wish I had friends with money.
All right, welcome back. It's the Todd and Erin Morning Stream at GephartDaily.com.
All right, it's a Hollywood Connection brought to you by Connect Heating and Air. You can go to UtahHeatingandCooling.com. 24 hours service, 7 days a week if you need them. Okay, Walking Dead. This is a possible spoiler, so I just wanted to let you know in case you're emotionally involved in keeping it a secret.
Okay, what we'll do is we're going to count you down 3, 2, 1. Don't unplug your ears until I do this. Okay? 3, 2, 1.
All right, it looks like Maggie's going to get killed on Walking Dead. This is a kind of a bummer. Her contract goes off at the end of season 8, and she's been negotiating, and apparently she wasn't really thrilled with what they were giving her. However, she's been kind of uncertain this year anyway, because ever since Glenn got killed off, her part has been smaller and smaller and smaller because they don't have their story arc. And she just basically signed for a brand new action dramedy called Whiskey Cavalier with Scott Foley. He's the guy from Scandal. This is on ABC. She's going to play Francesca Frankie Trowbridge, a quick and cunning CIA operative who's assigned to work with Will Chase, an FBI agent recovering from an emotional breakup. So she just signed for a full-time series on ABC. So
she's not coming back.
The rumor is that they're going to do a brutal and efficient killing off, just the way they just did to poor Carl, and it's going to be off. There is another rumor, however, that they're going to be sending her to one of the outlying communities, and that she'll be ruling there, and she might pop in every 2 or 3 episodes. So it's still feasible she could get away with it, but knowing Scott Gimple, the executive producer who likes to kill people all the time, I'm going for Maggie's getting chomped. That's just me.
Hi, welcome back. Woo! That's a spoiler and a half. All right, so what else is going on? First of all, safety first. I think it's time for a safety lesson.
All right. This is new.
Where's the iPad? I need an iPad operator in here. Okay. Wait, I got something coming down. Thank you, sir. All right. There we go. So
I'm just glad this isn't the backseat of my car. This has happened before.
So That's what we're talking about here. Look, it didn't even open. No, it didn't. And that looks really clean, doesn't it? Well, this is where they start. And they explode. Oh, by the way, these are the new minis. I'm not sure what that's like. I want less diabetes? I don't know. I don't know what the smaller cans are for. Oh, look at me. I'm a giant having a cola. So this happens. And you know what? You know what this means? This means whoever drinks Diet Coke is cleaning the freezer. That's what that means. It's a winter wonderland. So I'm going to put this in here.
Wow.
Yeah, there was 2 more in there. It hadn't exploded yet, so I took them out and put them in.
That might be for the
fridge.
best.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so funny.
So don't do that. Yeah, there's a great picture online. I remember seeing somebody had like 2 cases in the back seat of their car. And it takes a lot of cold to make that happen.
That's hysterical.
The whole interior of the car was sodarized.
All right. One last Hollywood connection, which I think is really funny.
Oh, yeah, sorry.
If you've never seen IMDb, it's called Internet Movie Database. It's basically a wonderful resource. To be honest, I can do almost all my stuff there. It covers all of entertainment, but it also does all the biographies of actors and directors and writers and musicians and everything. However, a couple of different people have filed lawsuits against IMDb stating that their career was derailed because IMDb insists on adding their age to their profile. Now, well, you know this as well as I do. Women complain about this constantly. Once you hit 30 in Hollywood, apparently you're a grandmother.
I wonder what 30 will be like for me.
I don't know, Kim.
Shut up, you jerk. All right,
So,
31.
And the actresses are stating in their depositions that basically my role was to be the hot young thing. I was doing just fine with it until IMDb put up my profile with my age, and the offers dried up. So
I don't think that's right. I don't think that's correct.
It does.
Or am I just that sensitive a man?
You are that sensitive a man. No,
So-
it absolutely impacts
They're
it.
talking. They're affecting the fans. So I like this person a lot. Maybe I think he's cool or she's hot and talented or whatever. And then I go on IMDb and I go, wait a minute.
Well, that was one of.
She's 34.
This is part of one of the actresses.
Suddenly I have no interest in her.
This is part of one of the actresses' deposition where she stated, my role is fantasy-based. My entire career in Hollywood is fantasy-based, based on the illusion of what I've created and what the fans think of me. When they know my real age, and I'm guessing that you come from like Des Moines or something,
Really?
that she says it's ruined the illusion and it's endangered it's damaged my career. But it's pretty funny.
I don't know.
The state ruled that she got damages and that they would have to take down ages whenever demanded off IMDb. This, of course, immediately went to the Supreme Court, the Central Supreme Circuit.
What'd they say?
From Circuit Court to Supreme Court. They're ruling that the state cannot force IMDb to take down ages. So this is like one of the weirder lawsuits I've heard, but in the world of Hollywood, it sort of makes sense. So it's going to be interesting to see what happens.
I just must be a sensitive man. Because I don't think that matters. But
all right, let's go to Daisy. She's only 20. She's in the Gephardt Daily Newsroom. She's brought to you.
Says my wife, who is 24.
Brought to you by Fink and McGregor. Mortgage is made simple. Just go to fink-mcgregor.com. They can answer all your questions about all the crazy new interest rates, and someone will call you back within the next business day. Also by the Vein Clinic. I love these people at the Riverton location. Theveinclinic.com, by the way, to book a consultation. You can do pain-free varicose vein removal surgery now, and your legs look amazing. At least mine did within a week. And of course, Brio Technologies, your experts in lighting, sound, and video. Just go to brioaudiovisual.com. Daisy, my dear, what's going on today?
Thanks, Todd and Erin. Here's what's making national and world news headlines on Thursday, February 22nd on Gephardt Daily. Donald Trump met with students who survived the mass shooting in a South Florida high school last week, and he promised more stringent background checks and mental health screenings for people who want to purchase guns. Also attending were representatives from the 1999 shootings at Columbine High School and the 2012 shootings at Sandy Hook Elementary. Many had the chance to make suggestions after Trump addressed the crowd. We're going to be very strong on background checks, Trump said. It's not going to be talk like it has been in the past. A former judge in Arkansas has been sentenced to 5 years in federal prison for offering young male defendants lighter sentences in exchange for sexual favors. 71-year-old Joseph Buckman was also fined $50,000. Federal prosecutors asked for 3 years in prison, and Buckman's attorneys asked for house arrest for their elderly client. But U.S. District Judge Christine Baker said she handed down a heavier sentence because Buckman abused his authority on the bench. And U.S. Border Patrol agents rescued a drowning woman they say tried to cross the U.S.-Mexico border illegally last Saturday. The 25-year-old Mexican woman was crossing the New River in Calexico, California, when she began struggling to stay afloat. Agents threw a rescue line to the woman and pulled her ashore. The woman, whose name has not been released, appeared to be in good shape and declined medical attention. After the rescue, she was arrested for suspicion of illegal entry. In the year ending September 20th of 2017, the Border Patrol reported that 294 people died trying to cross the border. And now time for another look at your Wasatch Front weather, brought to you by Brio Technologies, Utah's top audio-visual specialists. The weather is fickle from now into next week, with partly cloudy skies alternating with a chance of snow. Today's actually one of the sunnier days, so enjoy it while you can. One constant will be the cold temperatures, so add an extra sweater during the day and an extra blanket at night. That's it for now. For more news from across the nation and around the world, go to GephartDaily.com. Todd and Erin, back to you.
My dear Daisy, thank you, my dear Daisy. We are so glad to be back. That is so strange. What are you doing, dear?
It's the Todd cam.
Oh, really? The whole story about the poor woman crossing the border and then getting stuck in the water, and just some of the things like she declined medical attention, didn't want to give her name, and was probably going, I'll just move out now, and then, of course, was instantly arrested. It was just kind of sad.
Todd sucks at this. Just realize.
Yeah, I didn't want to say anything.
This is the focus, right?
Look, we have a serious lobster emoji issue here. Could you just stop screwing around with the equipment?
Okay.
This is a crucial lobster emoji issue.
I know, I got to tell you this. There's nothing more important that we're going to talk about today, except for this story. Because a lot of people...
Todd's from the Northeast. We have lobster issues.
People are outraged. Outraged, I tell you. The emoji. People started... There was a faction that rose from the salty depths of Maine and on the coast of New England who love lobsters. And the emoji was a lobster they put up. It's kind of a new one. And then my question is, what would you use that for?
I would use it on everything. I would lobster emoji everything in my life. It would be my symbol of all that is good.
So when you you gave me a lobster. Oh, that's awesome.
I go, hi, you guys, good morning. I have a lobster right there. And I think every one of you would understand.
Here's the problem.
Okay.
The lobster had 8 legs.
I'm confused.
The lobster doesn't have 8 legs.
Oh.
The lobster has 10.
Oh.
Duh.
Presenting the lobster with the correct number of legs. Hashtag oops, hashtag fixed.
See?
The anatomically correct lobster emoji.
All I can tell you, the Latin name, Lobster americanus. Americanus.
Really?
Yeah, it is actually. Yeah.
And that's our typical red one. Well, it's red when it's boiled. That's delicious.
Did I already tell the thing about my guidance counselor in high school? Did I already tell you that story?
You told me, but don't tell. Go ahead, tell them.
Okay, so
it's
first of all,
heartbreaking.
This is the look. Every time he was a friend of the family, and every time his name was James Cotton. No. Anyway, so every time I went to his office, you know, they meet and they talk about your future. This was him.
Nuh-uh.
Uh-huh.
You were extremely gifted as a high school student. I refuse to accept that.
Friend of the family, go up to his place in Maine. He put his kids through college by lobstering. And then they got old enough, they got boats as well. And that's what their family business during the summer because he was a teacher. So this is back in the day where people really didn't pack stuff and ship it. Lady from Ohio finally gets a hold of him and says, I'm having this big hoopla, you know, and I
would like lobsters brought to me.
I don't think people in Ohio talk like that.
No, you're right.
But,
so like, I like them lobsters. That's not
definitely
easy.
had money. She ordered 500 lobsters, and he takes them and he packs them up, and he puts seaweed around them and ice and everything, and he puts them and he rushes them off to Ohio, and doesn't hear from her. He had a deposit, but didn't hear about the rest. Where's the rest of the money? You know, there was a lot of money, and so he finally got a hold of her. He said, "What happened?" And she said they had all gone bad.
Yeah, pal, thanks.
And he's like, well, "They can't. They could be out of water as long as they're cool and wet for like a week. How did they go wrong?" She goes, "They weren't red." She took 500 lobsters, and she took them because they only turn red when you cook them. She took 500 lobsters and set them free at the landfill.
Oh, the humanity.
Imagine those seagulls. Oh, the seagulls in Ohio who have never tasted lobster before. Freaking out.
Are now ruined for life. Oh, those poor lobsters.
Horrible story.
That
Well, which would you rather go in a landfill or be boiled to death? It's not much of a choice.
Yeah, for the lobster, it's not really.
Right?
Yeah, that's true. All right, coming up in just a couple of minutes. Actually, there's good news for Utah in terms of us being smart again. And the story we promised you at the beginning of the show.
Oh, no, we're not going to do it.
Yeah, we're doing it.
No, we're not.
You don't have to, but I am.
So you're going to be going la 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 again.
Maggots.
Oh, it's coming up.
Put down the Rice Krispies.
The Todd and Erin Morning Stream is brought to you by Fink and McGregor. If you go to fink-mcgregor.com, there's a short 4-minute quiz, and at the end of it, you can find a whole array of mortgage options, and someone will call you back from Fink and McGregor within the next business day. Also by Utah Credit Approval. Go to utahcreditapproval.com because they know that bad things happen to good people, but that shouldn't stop you from repairing your credit and getting a reliable automobile at utahcreditapproval.com. And also, all Utah Plumbing, Heating, and Air. John has 24/7 service because he knows that emergencies can happen any time of the day or night. And right now they have a $69 special to check out all your heating systems to make sure they're working well. Just go to allutahplumbing.com.
John,
Todd,
how are you?
how's it going again?
This is our new best friend.
Right. This is the new 97% efficient furnace that we put in, so we want to take care of it.
So if you do maintain it, how long will this last?
I believe if you do maintain it properly, and really use the specialty tools,
Right.
we're going to go over that, anywhere from 18 to 25 years.
What? At high efficiency.
Right.
And it'll pay for itself almost,
Oh,
right?
Oh, completely. It's bought your next unit by then. So this right here, we're checking through the vents for CO levels.
Right.
Carbon monoxide. If that shows me anything,
Not good.
we got a problem.
All right, so where do you go? If that sets off, then you're going to go into the combustion chamber. Huh?
That's right. You've been paying attention.
I have.
And along with that, so then we use the computer analyzer. I like the back rack. At any rate, that goes into our combustion
Right.
to measure the efficiency, how many parts per million of CO it's putting out.
Right.
And really tells us how the equipment's running. From there, we can adjust using this tool.
Right.
This will hook up to the gas valve. Now
Right.
this one's modulating, but many of them, you hook up to the gas valve and you may have to adjust that to
Okay.
get it dialed
Right.
in just right.
So you get the efficiency. All right.
And then before we're cleaning,
Right.
yep, we'll get to that one
I'm
in a
waiting.
second.
I love this one.
So it's running. Now I like to check my motors. How are they amping? Check through. Are we getting proper power at
Right.
places?
Right.
Things like that. Then the final thing is I shut it down, and now we're going to visually check
Yeah, I love this thing. Look at this.
our camera.
It's like a medical device.
So we use
Very uncomfortable.
yeah. Thank heavens the other one's smaller. At any rate, so we use our camera.
Right.
Here, have that.
Go ahead.
Now that is a quick check. Then the last thing we've got to really visually. So we'll sometimes go through the top. We'll pull the blower completely out, crawl in there and really check the chamber. And now at that point, we know that this thing is safe.
Right.
And it's adjusted for the winter to get through the whole winter. That
Right.
doesn't mean maybe a problem couldn't happen. It can. But
Right.
it's safe. We know that you're, again, going to get through that winter.
Alive.
And alive.
Right.
And it's going to be more efficient. And that, we really like that.
All right. All right.
So that's what we do.
This is the thing I think is funny. You got all this high tech
How do you
stuff.
like my, yes, this one, this is my most important tool. No, really. Actually, if the homeowner, kind of whatever, it kind of dust things off. And yes, I do use cleaner on it.
That's crazy.
All right.
Really
all
get
right.
through it.
So you're going to do a good job. All right. So do you have an offer you'd like to throw out there?
We do. So what we're doing this for is $69 fee. We come out. We do everything we just talked about. Check everything. Make sure we're good. Along with those things, there's many others. There's airflow. There's lots of things that we didn't discuss, but we have other videos about it. But $69, call for details based on maybe where you're at or when you want it done.
Right.
At any rate, just give us a call and we'll get right on it.
So just give them a call, right? All Utah Plumbing, Heating, your best friend, and air. John, thanks.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody.
All right, welcome back, everyone. It's the Todd and Erin morning stream. GephartDaily.com. If you go to the iPad, this is us hanging out with Steve. I was just going through some old photos.
Remember that one tattoo he told us about? I think that Henry Rollins, the rock and roller guy, gave it to him.
Don't even go down
while
it.
they were going on an off-road thing, and he was shrieking like a banshee.
Yeah.
I think he got engaged to a really nice, normal girl, and he has dogs, and he's like sort of healthy now, and he doesn't staple parts of his body anymore.
He's sober, yeah.
And he just did a film with Samuel S. Jackson, so I thought that was kind of exciting.
That's very cool.
You remember him from Jackass? He was adorable.
Yeah.
He really was, right until the very end when he just couldn't stop himself. He
He's
goes,
totally clean right up to the end.
and he goes, "Are we off the air yet?" And I went,
No,
"Yeah," and he went, "Boom,"
no,
and I went,
no,
"Okay."
yeah, no.
Okay.
All right.
Now this is good news.
Oh, we're heading towards that story I don't want to tell.
We're all right.
I might
You don't
leave.
have to. I'm going to do it.
I might leave.
Oh, come on. Don't be such a squeamish thing. All right. Utah ranks 5th in the nation
For what?
percentage of students passing AP exams. That's really cool.
What's AP stand for?
AP, that's the advanced placement, the college prep courses.
Yeah.
What they're finding, though, is that students who had AP courses while still in high school they say that they are like 500% more likely to enroll in college than students who do not. And they say that it's a pretty powerful thing. They push it pretty hard now, just in terms of the chance for availability. Because back when I was in high school, AP courses were like there was 2. You didn't get much chance.
Oh, so are these prep? These are prep.
This is prep for college.
Oh, these are prep tests.
But this
stuff.
this is the indicator. This is the key indicator they say now of seeing a kid go from high school to college. And so that's one of the reasons that they're pushing it as hard as they are, and we're 5th in the nation. So that's pretty cool.
That's really good.
That gives me a lot of hope.
Did you, when you had the big exams in high school and stuff, did you have the dot one? Where you fill in the dot on the correct answer?
I think so, yeah.
And you just do like dot, 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 dot.
Yeah.
Make an eagle. Got boring
I don't
after a
think you're
while.
supposed to do that
I made
that
an
way.
eagle. It's like one of those light, bright things, it's, yeah. Hence this. Sorry.
Well, you could have been a shepherd. I think we're doing fine.
Sheep shearer. It's kind of my goal. I fell short.
Excuse me.
Sorry.
Wow, we're pathetic.
We are pathetic. I'm so sorry
sorry.
about the coughing and the voices and stuff because it's...
Oh, yeah, Heather said he was engaged to Kat Von D for a while. That's right.
Yes, he was.
That was Steve-O again.
Steve-O.
We're off Steve-O now, and we're instead on to the lottery ticket.
Lottery ticket. So the guy goes in and he goes to a liquor store and he's getting something. And he's standing in line. He's behind this other guy, and the other person is ordering, paying for their stuff. And he goes, throw me a couple of those scratch-off lottery tickets. And the clerk goes and rips them off and puts them on the counter, the scratch-off kind. And he goes, no, I don't want that one. No, give me another one of those. So he does. And he puts it down. Now that lottery ticket is still sitting on the counter. The gentleman then leaves. The next guy steps up. That's the guy we're talking about. He steps up and he looks down and he goes, I'll take that.
It's just sitting there, sure.
Yeah, throw it in.
$2,
Throw
yeah.
it in, I don't play very often, but he will next time. $30,000.
Nice.
Just because someone went, I don't want that.
I am happy. Oh, I love it. I notice how he's refusing to use his name or
Mr.
his face.
DB.
I'm proud of you, sir. You can just see the crown peeking above the top. He's like, not showing my face.
Exactly. What a
That's
great
my
move,
boy.
right?
That's hysterical.
That is funny. Because he'd have to sign off on them using his picture, and then all his friends would know. Except for $30,000,
You're less likely to be killed by your brother for $30,000. We've talked
Right?
about all the lottery horror stories and what's happened to people. Are you ready?
No.
The story I've waited all
Okay,
morning.
I got to do a disclaimer. Don't listen to this story. It will change your life. Those things that can't be unheard. This is one of them.
Well, no, we all have that.
We don't have an image of this, and that's a good thing. Am
Yeah.
I correct?
We all have a pivotal moment where we go, yeah, I got to lose weight. As a matter of fact, I'm having one right now because I am so unbelievably clueless that I didn't realize I haven't been taking my thyroid medication for 6 months because I just get auto renewal and I pick everything up at the pharmacy and I throw it in my face. And I literally, the other day, was looking through my medication and went, I don't have any thyroid medication. Now, I've been wondering why over the past few months I've been gaining weight on a steady basis. Some of it is my eating habits, but it seems like it had been more rapid than usual.
3 weeks ago, we called it her winter pelt. Like an otter, a sea otter.
It's no longer cute. It's no longer pelt.
It's not a pelt
And
thing.
now I realize why.
So she says.
Perhaps the acceleration has been faster than I thought is because I haven't taken. How stupid you have to be to not notice for 6 months you haven't taken.
All right.
So I'm not proud of it. I'm just
All right.
stating there's a pivotal moment where we all go, well, this is stupid.
Okay.
I should do something.
Freeze. Domo, freeze. 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 All right. Husbands-to-be, boyfriends, whoever you are, I want you to listen. This is a learning moment. Wow. Watch how this works, okay? You know what, hon? I think you look fine. I love you just the way you are. Freeze. See how I'm doing that? Yeah, that's right. Years of practice. Okay, what else were you saying?
You say you've been having to lie about my weight for years?
No.
Is that what you were saying?
I didn't say that.
Years of practice?
No,
You've
years
been
of practice of
practicing
just
lying
being a good
about
husband.
my weight for years? That's what you're saying now.
Freeze. You're going to get screwed over anyway. Sometimes it doesn't even matter what you do. Okay, so
All right.
give up.
Now, I have now a fairly substantial pelt to lose because of my inattentiveness to my own medication.
What? You don't?
And my regulation of my own body. But I am not Lisa Fleming, and I would like to give her mad
You're not a
credit.
what?
Lisa Fleming. Because Lisa Fleming reached her pivotal moment of, it's time to lose some weight.
Okay.
Her process went a little further than mine because
Okay, wait.
this is really sad.
Don't do it.
Lisa Fleming was already overweight when she gave birth to her first child at the age of 15, and her weight only went up from there. We all go post-pregnancy baby weight. Well, she finally decided it was time to make change. When she was bedridden, she weighed 704 pounds, and she was attempting to bathe herself one day, and she found maggots in the folds of her skin. Folds of her skin. So for the first time in years, she's going to leave her bed. This is the same bed where her mother died due to obesity, and she's making the 6-hour trip to get weight loss surgery. They have reinforced the platform, the paramedics, to get her out of the house and into the car. They've had to redesign an entirely new stretcher wheel contraption that would be able to carry her weight. And when they asked her, are you ready? She goes, I ain't ever gonna be ready. She says, but I'm sick of this damn bed. But that was a big moment. That would be a big moment to be so far from your body that you would find this.
Mm.
So I think she's incredibly courageous.
Wow.
I think she's incredibly courageous.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I think she's brave.
You witnessed something yesterday.
Yeah.
You witnessed.
It's pretty sad.
Pretty sad. Kind of explains a lot, doesn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Should we just show them?
You may as well. Hey, have a wonderful day. We'll see you tomorrow. More treats. Todd and Erin Morning Stream.
Bye.
Two things that we all thought were extinct here in Utah: dinosaurs and snow. What, are you lifting that like what, carbo loading, dude? Aww. Aww. I'm afraid that our T-Rex has realized his arms are too short to shovel snow. Oh, T-Rex, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, buddy. Yeah. You know, it happens to a lot of dinosaurs. Sorry.